Let's do some market analysis. I built this dashboard using Hermes OS, so very excited to see how AI can help us analyze the market better. So this is the weekly chart for the S&P 500, the standard indicator that we use to see how well the overall stock market is doing. By just looking at it, you can see that oddly enough, that the more peace we had, like when the war started calming down, the market started getting worse, but is climbing back up again. So MACD is bullish, the momentum is bullish. Some would say that it's still officially, it's close to overbought, but it's going down. So I'd say looking at that is that the stock market will probably do well enough over the winter slump, or say over the summer slump, and it will have a very strong winter. If the wars are over by October, we're going to have economic boom. If the wars continue, well, there'll be volatility, but as we said, there's enough bullish momentum to get through over that. Very interesting. So let's have a look at Bitcoin. So that was the top of Bitcoin last year. It went all the way down to around 60k. It's a bit above 60k at the moment. So just eyeballing it, it looks like there is a floor around the 60k in order for it to continue, well, to go up. I wouldn't say like a boom, like it's not going to reach those levels anytime soon, but if the general stock market is doing well, then we could have, this is not financial advice, but I could possibly start buying Bitcoin again to sell off after winter or in the middle of winter. Okay, but there's not a lot of momentum. It's bearish momentum, so it's still risky. I'd say Bitcoin is still risky, but I'd be content with buying just a little bit of it every month. Yeah, so the technical, because I'm using the weekly charts, which is better for analysis over a year. You still call it bearish. Cindy says sentiment is positive. I wonder how Bitcoin relates to the Iran tensions. I would generally say Bitcoin is only going to go up a lot when the economy itself is doing well. Have a look at Brent oil. Brent crude oil is the price of oil that relates to us most in Europe. So prices went mad up at the start of the war, but since we've had lots of talks about a peace deal, the price has gone all the way down to $70 per barrel, which is low relative to how high it could possibly be, but realistically, we would like to see it much lower. I mean, $60 per barrel, people are used to that now, but there was a time like before the Ukraine war where you would see $50 per barrel. Basically, we want to see below 60 for the price of oil to give to the economy a boom. So yeah, bearish momentum, but in all the other cases, bearish momentum is bad. But for us, ordinary people, bearish momentum is good. Yeah. So yeah, so you've got the S&P 500 and oil are like, they're like the two opposite indicators, pretty much. Bitcoin is still important. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, I'd say gold is still going to keep plummeting down, like bearish, bearish, bearish. Not a lot of volume. Yet stochastics isn't that useful to us if it's not going up and down. So yeah, it was like $5,500 down below 4,000. I'd say where could you possibly see a ceiling? It could go all the way down to this number, 2,900. But if that was the peak, then I mean, it could be going down for years before it's a good time to invest in gold. This is not financial advice. It's just for educational purposes. Silver is more fun because, like, the price of silver goes up and down wildly over a period of months because, like, silver in comparison to gold doesn't last as long. So you could have a lot of silver and it costs a lot 1 month, and then a month later your silver is worth 20% less, just because of the oxidization, I think, when you have silver. So yeah, bearish, bearish, bearish. Yeah, you can do what you want. I would not be arsed investing silver. Copper is the new thing that I'm obsessed with. Like, look at that. It just repetitively, like, loads of momentum goes down, loads of momentum goes down. So we've had loads of momentum went down. Yeah, that looks like a bullish indicator there. So what does this tell me? The momentum is still slowing down. Yeah, so I guess if the momentum is going down, it could still keep going down. No new news of, like, if they find new silver mines, then the prices go down. So this is this is my weekly market analytics with AI. Pretty much what I'm saying is, I mean, the economy could still contract over the up into the winter if there's bad news about the war, but there's still a lot of momentum in the economy. Not really be too worried about a financial crisis, to be honest with you. I'd say, like, there's going to be tech companies and some logistical companies closing down, but overall, whatever damage is done over the next couple of months, the economy is strong enough to recover. And yeah, Bitcoin is one to watch. I'd say, this is not financial advice, I would say I could probably buy Bitcoin monthly, knowing that the prices will go beyond the peak in 3 years' time. But maybe next year will be the safer time to start buying Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Aaron Gabral.